Greetings, movie fans, and welcome to the latest episode of the Summer Movie Draft 2025. We will be dealing with the movies that opened the weekend of September 5th, which was, according to our game, those involved is The Conjuring: The Last Rites. Joining me for this episode is one of my fellow players, and that is Dan, who is the gentleman that has possession of that particular movie in the game.
Woohoo!
How you doing, Dan?
Not bad.
Excellent,
It's
excellent.
funny to have possession of this movie considering I will never see it.
Exactly. I was thinking that while I was doing up the numbers, and I'm like, wow, Dan has a lot of scary movies that he's probably not going to see on his list. All right, so as we always do, have you seen anything since last we spoke, which I guess was about a week ago,
Nothing
movie-wise,
real.
that is.
Nothing in a theater. Nothing I can think of. Hmm. Did I do anything? No.
Yeah, I'm in the exact same boat that came around to the end of the week, and I'm like, oh fuck, I didn't go to see anything again. Oh well, I guess
I ran
that's
out of
how it goes at
money.
this time of the year. Yeah, exactly, exactly. Budget gets really, really tight around this time of the year. All right, so we're just going to go right into it and all that sort of thing. So to begin off with every single episode, we do the domestic box office, which is just an interesting way to see how the North American box office compares to the worldwide box office. And we just do up the top 10 from the previous weekend, and that includes the Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. We usually omit any sort of like holiday Mondays or anything like that. Like past weeks, the Labor Day was not included in it because that was a Monday. All right, so this particular week, we had number 10 for, again, this is domestic, North American box office. Number 10 was Superman with $1 million. Um,
Go in there.
Opening, yes, still in there. Opening this week was number 9, which was Light the World with $2.4 million. Eighth place was The Bad Guys 2 with $2.4 million. The
That was the one I
Fantastic,
tried to go to,
yes, exactly.
and
You
it
had
wasn't
mentioned
in
that
the
last week.
theaters.
Yes, yeah, yeah, yeah.
It was nowhere near me.
Um, in seventh place, The Fantastic Four First Steps is $2.7 million. Sixth place is The Roses with $2.8 million. Fifth place is Caught Stealing with $3.2 million. Fourth place is Freakier Friday with $3.8 million. Third place is Weapons with $5.3 million. And opening this past weekend is a re-release of the Hamilton stage production, which pulled in $10 million.
Ooh.
And the number one movie for the domestic box office this week, opening at number one, was The Conjuring: Last Rites at $83
Yay.
million.
They're
So,
really,
congratulations there, Dan. I think that's probably your strongest opening, at least domestically speaking, for
yeah. Yeah.
the game so far. So
Well,
that's a really
Fantastic
good
Four
start.
was good, but outside of
No,
that,
fantastic. That's true too. I apologize. I apologize. I forgot that you had Fantastic Four as well. So, I mean, but still, I mean, for a movie opening in September, making that amount of money. Um,
yeah.
so
And a
what I'd
really
mentioned the
quiet week, as you can tell by those numbers. Ooh.
exactly, exactly. Well, again, to point out what you were just talking about, the past 2 weeks have been kind of low in the box office, which is expected by the end of August and all that. So
Cool.
last week's box office was $68.2 million total for the top 10. Now that going to say that The Conjuring Last Rites $83 million beat all of last week's top 10, which was kind of nice to see. So the top 10 for this particular week actually made $116.7 million. So almost, not quite, but almost doubled the previous week, which is nice to see. It's always great to see movies spike and all that sort of thing. And as you had mentioned earlier, this is also a movie that I'm probably not going to see either because, to be completely honest, I have not seen any of the Conjuring movies. I don't know why, just some sort of blind spot and never got around to seeing them. And it's like, oh, this is the second one. Oh, this is the third one. Oh, I got to see the first one before and
Yeah.
whatnot. I haven't seen the spin-offs, any of the Annabelles or even the Nuns as well. So, I mean, I've got a hold of like,
So
what,
I've seen
nine
more than
films
you
now?
of the Conjurings. Wow,
Yeah,
I've
yeah,
seen
no, I have
two.
not seen a single one. And it has nothing to do with like the caster and all that sort of thing. I cannot remember their names off the top of my head right now, but those two actors that play the lead investigator characters are fantastic actors, and I enjoy their other works and all that sort of thing. But yeah, for some strange reason, I've just never gotten around to The Conjuring. So,
I don't know
you know
why.
what I'm doing? You know what I'm doing? I'm waiting for that giant box set to come out and then watch them all at one time, sort of thing. But yeah, so
All on
just
one CD. No,
exactly all on one DVD. Yeah, exactly. No extras, just movie after movie after movie.
flip it over on the other side. Those
Exactly.
video
I was gonna
sets.
say, yeah, instead of like it used to be full screen on one side, widescreen on the other, which always was confusing because you said you see it on widescreen on the one side, so you go, does that the side that goes down?
Yeah,
Or
of
yeah, so yeah.
course. Who does
Oh,
that anymore? Jeez.
exactly, exactly. Like yeah, who makes full screen versions of anything anymore? Yeah. All right. So that being said, the actual main goal of this game is to work within parameters of that we have set up by the actual draft itself. We start off with a list of 46 movies that were thrown into a randomizer that when the individual titles came up, the six members of our game would bid a certain amount of points that we had available to us to basically corral those into their individual stables and all that. And again, every single week there are other movies that opened that aren't part of the game because they basically got, an August movie got shifted in May while we were already playing the game, so we didn't know that it was going to be in May anyways. But that being said, we refer to a top 200 list to get the full worldwide box office because I mean, the bigger numbers are always more fun to play with, and
Yep.
the 200 list that we are dealing with basically culminates all the movies all around the world that had opened since the beginning of 2025. And I'm going to read off the titles that are available for our game. So, in second place out of all the movies so far is Lilo and Stitch, which has a running total of $1,035.3 million. Fourth place is Jurassic World Rebirth with $860 million. Fifth place is How to Train Your Dragons with $632 million. Sixth place is F1, the movie, with $619.5 million. Seventh place is Superman with $614.1 million. Eighth place is Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning with $598 million. Ninth place is The Fantastic Four: First Steps with $511.5 million.
Yay.
Thunderbolts is in number 11th place with $382.4 million. 13th place is Final Destination Bloodlines with $307.4 million. 14th place is Weapons with $251.5 million. 16th place is The Bad Guys 2 with $190.9 million. Entering the top 10 on its opening weekend at 17th place is The Conjuring Last Rites with a worldwide total of $187 million.
You
So
meant
that's
top
a
20.
yeah, exactly, exactly. That's an impressive opening for a movie, especially this late in the
I
summer season.
thought it might be decent when I voted for it, so I kind of,
Yep.
yeah.
I think there was a little bit of a fight, if I remember correctly. I think it just came up too late in the game for a couple of us to not have enough credits left over. So yeah, I'm pretty sure I and Candace, I believe, was also fighting for it. But more on that later. All right, so in 18th place is Ilio with $153.4 million. 19th place is 28 Years Later with $150.4 million. 23rd place is From the World of John Wick Ballerina with $137.2 million. 25th place is Smurfs with $117.3 million. 26th place is Karate Kid Legends with $114.5 million. 29th place is The Naked Gun with $99.2 million. 30th place is Materialists with $97.7 million. 37th place is I Know What You Did Last Summer with $64.6 million. 45th place is The Phoenician Scheme with $39.5 million. 46th place is Bring Her Back with $39.1 million. 47th place is Mathregan 2.0 with $39 million. 48th place is Nobody 2 with $37.1 million dollars. 56th place is The Roses with $32.2 million dollars. 65th place is Caught Stealing with $22.2 million dollars. 95th place is Clown in a Cornfield with $12.3 million dollars. 121st place is Sketch with $8.2 million dollars. 124th place is Hurry Up Tomorrow with $7.7 million dollars. 125th place is Dangerous Animals with $5.5 million dollars. 156th place is The Ritual with $5.6 million dollars. 162nd place is Shadow Force with $5.4 million dollars. 184th place is Fight or Flight with $4.2 million dollars. The last three movies that are part of our game have fallen past the 200 mark. But in order, they are Grand Prix of Europe with $3.4 million dollars. The Toxic Avenger with a actual this past weekend had an international release, which got an extra 207 million of international box office. So it is actually at $3 million now. And then finally, the last movie on our list is The Surfer with $2.1 million. Now, as I was talking about earlier, how impressive that the Conjuring Last Rites was with its opening again this late in the game. Again, notably, it's a part of a well-loved series. It's made a lot of money to begin with. It is technically, I guess, going to be the last one, at least with these characters and all that sort of thing. So it was going to be a good opening weekend, but I don't think anyone was really thinking that it was going to be this big of a opening weekend. And to give you the rundown, Dan, out of all the movies that are part of our game, again, of our game, there are other movies that have opened that
Yeah.
aren't part of our game, but of our game, The Last Rites is the fifth highest opening weekend total.
Awesome.
So, um,
And
so,
shocking.
so to give you a rundown of the other movies, in sixth place actually is Jurassic World Rebirth, which made $147.8 million dollars.
I should watch
Fourth
the trailer
place, fourth
again.
place was Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning, which made $204 million dollars. The third biggest opening was Superman with $217 million dollars. The Fantastic Four is in second place with 218, and of course, the box office winner of the single movies is Lilo and Stitch, which actually opened with $341.7 million dollars.
So I got two of the top five.
You have an impressive two of the top five, exactly. But if you look at those numbers, Natasha has two of the top three.
Well, you wait till the longest walk hits and nobody sees it.
I would say exactly.
Now they've
So
been
again,
advertising way more than I thought they would for that one.
and it seems to be the same footage over and over again. It just seems the exact same footage, just edited in a slightly different order and all that sort of thing. I don't think we've seen anything new since the original trailer,
There was a
but it's just
little bit more on the reasoning of it. There's
mm,
a
I see
prize
what you're getting at.
involved,
I
and
see what you're
other than
getting at.
that,
Yep, yep.
they added
Right,
that little
right.
clip. There's a prize involved.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no, I think you're right. I think I remember like, wait, is why is Mark Hamill talking about the reward now? It was just used to be the walk. That was
Yeah.
all that you did. Yeah, exactly. But yeah, no, that I mean, again, that's another one that I think a big enough niche audience is clamoring to see as well because of the idea behind it and all that sort of thing.
Well,
From what I'm
yeah, and Stephen King fans
Yeah,
are.
no, it's Stephen King. Yeah, exactly. Especially it being a Stephen King, not his only movie out this year as well. So that's kind of nice to see.
I don't know. Every time I watch the trailer, I'm just sort of dumbfounded, going, I might watch it actually, but I don't think I would want to go to the theater for that one. It doesn't
No,
have
I
something
don't want to come out of this movie depressed. There's no way anyone's going to come out of this movie happy. They're going to be like, well, good for that kid, but everyone else, yeah, no, it does
I
not.
really grew attached to the first one who died.
I do like, however, now the trailers that are currently out, like the newest ones, are steering away from like the hey, there's only like three kids left sort of thing. Because like one of the first trailers showed there was like three kids stumbling through the dark, and I'm like, oh well, puh.
Yeah.
whatever, right? As soon as I see whose silhouette matches
Spoiler. Yeah.
what I saw, exactly, exactly. But now it seems to be okay.
Hence, I
We're dealing
avoid
with
most
yeah.
trailers, to be honest.
Oh, for sure, for sure. It's the way. It's definitely the way to go. All right. So that being said, the whole entire idea behind the game is for everyone to get their grand totals for the stable of movies that they
Did
have
I
and all
move
that.
up?
Well, we'll get to that in a second as well. So the running total is what we have is out of what we have is in sixth place still is myself with 7 movies currently in the game, and I'm sitting at $541.6 million dollars. In fifth place with now 4 movies in the game is Dan with $823.5 million. I believe
Ooh,
that is the incorrect amount of movies that you have in the game, but I'll edit that back later.
yeah, I think it's
Uh,
five
fourth place.
more
Yes,
to
exactly. Yes, this would be your fifth movie that just came out. Yes. In fourth place is Candace, who has 7 movies currently in the game, sitting at $831.7 million. So you're just like less than 10 million away from third place
go.
there, Dan.
Oh, that's doable. One
It
of
is
my
totally doable. It is totally doable. Yes. In third place is Natasha, who only has 3 movies in the game, and actually that's her grand total is 3, and she's sitting at $1,657.6 million. In second place with 5 movies in the game is Ahmed, sitting at $1,763.9 million. And with 10 movies in the game is number one yet again, Mitch, with $1,889.2 million. So,
longest
um,
walk will take me over him, man. No problem.
exactly, exactly. And speaking of which, our September 12th movies that are coming out are going to be um 3 actual movies are part of our game, which will be Spinal Tap 2, The End Continues, which
Hmm.
is part of Candace's collection of movies. The Long Walk, as Daniel had mentioned, is his, and Downton Abbey 3, which is also Dan's.
Yeah,
So out of that, out of the 3 different types of audiences that will go see movies this next weekend, if they're not going to see friggin' The Conjuring Last Rites, they're going to shuffle into one of those 3 movies. And Dan has, I mean, I highly doubt there's going to be much of a crossover between The Long Walk and Downton Abbey for you, Dan.
Downton
And
Abbey should be huge in Europe.
oh yeah, no, the European market is going to be huge for that movie. There's no doubt about it. I mean, there's probably without a doubt that you're friggin' going to be near the top again with obviously second week of The Conjuring. There's no doubt that that's going to do still box office and all that. Probably Weapons is going to be shoot back up and all that sort of thing. I'm guessing that it might be Downton Abbey and Long Walk dealing to who's going to be there. All right. So you got anything else to say there, Dan, about your current or upcoming? Because you still actually have a few more movies still to come
Yeah,
out, if I
four,
am
four
not
more.
mistaken.
Yeah,
Yeah, exactly. So you're going to be coming back for a couple of episodes. I mean, you will be back. Yeah, I mean, if you're available to come back next week for sure.
out of all your
And
guests, I'm the laziest. I mean, the most available.
you're the easiest to get a hold of. Let's put it that way, Dan. And yeah, hopefully we could get Candace to come in on the episode as well to talk about her Spinal Tap winnings. All right. So again, thank you, Dan, for joining me for this particular episode. Thank you,
No
audience,
problem.
for listening in. Do yourself a favor, go see movies, go out to the theaters, make the people know that money can still be made at the theaters, so
Yeah,
we'll get
go
more
see Toxic
movies like this.
Avenger. It's worth it. It's fun. It's silly.
Toxic Avenger, exactly, exactly. Still touting the Toxic Avenger. Yeah, again, oddly enough, where I had mentioned a couple weeks ago, there were movies that had stopped making money. The Surfer made money this past week. So, a movie that had not made any money for like, I think going on 5 weeks in a row made money this week, which means secondary market has started to pick up these movies, and they're getting more box office. And again, movies that
Theaters.
had been stagnant for a while. I mean, one movie made like $300 over the weekend, but hey, it's an increase,
Yeah.
so it still counts as making money. So.
more
All
than
right, so on that note, I got nothing else to say, but see you at the box office.
You've just been listening to the Summer Movie Draft 2025, a Planet Geek production. Be sure to download, subscribe, share, comment, and review. It most definitely helps us out. If you would like to buy us a coffee, be sure to go to ko-fi.com/planetgeekpod. Any and all donations will go to future improvements of Planet Geek Productions. You can follow Planet Geek Productions on our social media platforms: Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, Tumblr, or Letterboxd. Search for Planet Geek Productions. On X, former Twitter, Instagram, or Blue Sky, search for Planet Geek Pod. Or reach out to us via email at planetgeekpod@gmail.com. Once again, thanks for tuning in, and see you at the box office.